Now we are really happy and well rested, Yahweh. Hey, ya, hey, me, ya, hey, Yahoo. Hey, ja, Yahweh. Und jetzt gehen wir durch den Content, ja, ja. Yeah, it is so easy. It is so easy, Yahweh. Hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, hey, 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 ya, ya, hey, ya, ya, hey. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, yo, ya, hey, ya, ya, hey, yo, ya. Let's focus on the content without crash and without force. But just going forward, 68 subscribers. Es ist leicht, es ist so leicht und easy. 651 videos, Yahweh, Yahweh. Hey, hey, Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Yeah, to go and produce, yeah, to go and observe, yeah, home, yeah, home, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, home, yeah, home, yeah, home, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, 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 home, yeah, home, yeah, hey, may, yeah, home. Hey, yeah, 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 may, yeah, yeah, who may away. Hey, yeah, 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 who may, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 may, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, him. Making my content, ja, es ist so leicht, ja, lass uns hier lesen, lass uns so gut leben in diesem schönen Leben, ja, hey, ja, hey, ja, hey, ja, ja, Yahoim. Yahoim, Yahom, Yahoim. Yahom, Yahweh. Yahom, Yahom, Yahoo. Let's put these photos here away. Hey Yahweh, Yahweh, hey Yahweh, hey Yahweh, Yahweh, hey Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Hey ya ya yo hey me ya ya hey yo me ya ya hey hey yo. Hey ya hey yo me ya ya hey yo me ya ya ho yo hey. Hey ya hey yo me ya hey yo me ya hey yo ya ho me ya him. Hey ya hey ya ho me ya yo hey. Hey ya hey me ya ho me ya hey ya ho me yo me ya. Hey ya hey me ya ho me ya ya ho me ya ho me yo hey. Oh ya oh ya ya oh ya hey ya hey ya ya oh me ya hey me ya hey ya oh. Hey ya oh hey ya oh. Current social media. La 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 oh me Yahweh. Now let's go here to the drive und all die guten Bilder hier. Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Hey, Yahweh, hey, Yahweh, hey, Yahweh. Ah, look at this, how nice and clean everything looks, man. This is absolutely exactly the way that I would like to have it. Ah, man. Phew. hey, ja, home, let's go through my content. No, danke schön. Ja, danke schön, wir sind immer noch voll Bild, voll dran, voll drauf, voll professionell. Professionell, learning my voice out to control whatever I say. Here we are at the soul searching experience luxury retreat. And so when you come and join the school community, just being myself, exactly, all right. So we're gonna go through hooks, journey to amazing content, concrete content ideas. As well as here, YouTube idea sheet. And also on top of that, we are going to make content and speak through what we need to speak through in order to succeed every day. Meaning my journal. For the life learnings, and that means personal reflection. Yeah, and even if we're tired, we will still be able to go to bed early tonight and relax. And relax, because the things in my life are finally now turning. The wheels are turning and the curves are turning. We had to just ignore that for like a year and a half and just focus on going through the business. But now I have my identity card and I am here and things are friendly and peaceful again. And so yeah, my land is inscribed and I can inscribe the other two as well. So I'm gonna sell one, have enough money for the rest of this year. And this is already gonna be the third year. Let's go through the ideas from here on. Guidance shows up after our needs are met. The desire comes from our core wound when there's a wound. So the desire cannot be created in the moment. It can only be amplified through directing the focus and channeled. The long-term desire can be created through wounding people. We are all after the substitute, which was the prerequisite for love. Oh man, we're already halfway through. Okay. The goal of life is to bring ourselves into balance so that our needs are met and that we are not out of balance, because this is the prerequisite for love. Decoding human behavior. Understanding what the filter of love was for us. Then we find out in what way that is bringing us into imbalance or prevents us from having our needs met. There are sometimes rules that are in conflict. Rules are what we believe will meet our needs. Some people find it fit to feel bad. This is what they know habitually. So feeling good and deserving to feel good is a standard of imagination. That it is possible for you to feel good. It is a belief when you don't know what that even feels like, or you are not sure because it has been so long. When you think better, you feel better, and then you tend to be less reactive towards acting out or feeling unworthy. A tree does nothing else but being a tree all day and doing what trees do, growing. Given the right circumstances, it will grow into a pretty magnificent tree. Same with us. And so here are certain different kinds of behaviors that we need to understand, that we need to use our time and our energy. I'm using my time and my energy for creating content and learning how to articulate the life of my dreams and how to articulate for people everything that they do that is magnificent. And so here is the human desire of the human behavior. Here's what regret usually serves. So regret can be a substitute for many other things. Entry-level content, the core four of personal development, the core four to live the life of your dreams. Advanced content can be what is getting in the way of living the life of your dreams. Inner blockages, energetic misalignments, mindset problems. I make content about the inner phenomena that create situations rather than decoding endless detailed situations on how to resolve them so that it is valuable and applicable in a variety of situations for the user. Okay, got it. Speak your dream life into existence, backed by action. Take action, believe. Speak your dream life into existence. What are the components of living the life of your dreams? Getting the priorities right, knowing what you want. This oftentimes comes with having tasted a lot and sensing what is close to what you want and what is completely far away from what you want. It has to do with not getting everything that you want. I am teaching my clients how to love the life of my dreams. Of their dreams, exactly. Outside and inside. When we don't have an inside home, we don't feel at home inside, our inside home reflects it. I cleaned and organized my outside home. Speaks of a clean and organized inside home. In rivers, people are homeless, running away from their home inside. This is good content. Homelessness explained. People need to know this, yeah. Oftentimes people who don't like themselves beat themselves up. That lowers their energy, that makes them prone to looking for external validations. Oh, people really do like me. Ah, interesting. Okay. That is what that is, and that's what we had before. So when people do not feel like they have a home inside of them, they don't feel very content, comfortable, confident, feel content, comfortable, confident inside of themselves, they tend to run away from their inner home, and in so doing losing their home on the outside. So what is mindset? Prioritization, labeling. What does it mean? What to think? The thoughts that you're actively telling yourself or passively listening to in your head. I love charity, but I also hate charity. I hate charity because oftentimes when you give money to a lot of charities, they have large infrastructure of executives which would make a lot of money in other companies with the same skills, so they make a lot of money there because of the strength they have, the leadership capacity, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the more and the bigger the charity gets, less goes to the people on the other side. The charity that we are doing is exactly what I'm living here and documenting, so you can see where each of this dollar is going. Okay, what are the decisions winners would not make? Do you know when you are cheating yourself? Deep inside of you, but there's a voice that says and goes, I can't do anything about it. That's just what it is. I'm committed to schedule the first music session. That's good content. Life's very interesting characteristics between self-preservations and the instincts to serve. Yes, this is a great content piece. This is a great content piece. Yes. In the higher vibe state, you see more things as an opportunity, and that way the higher vibe allows you to perceive more opportunities around you. Most people have some kind of dependency, some kind of something that is holding them back from keeping going. How I achieve silence of mind. Probably life had me wait 8 years to become worthy of having something to say, because only after 8 years I felt worthy of having to say something, and then life permitted it to come out the way that it did. The brain goes, I can't have this limiting belief because I have already done it. The story is not where you start, it's where you take it to. Oh, this is good. The story is not where you start, it's where you take it to. It is amazing what the human spirit can do with some faith and some courage and some will. When you focus on problems and relationships as a habit of emotion, then your life becomes more of that because you spend more time with there and you create more of that. It must be true because it hurt. The story makes sense because you told it so often, it feels familiar. Random poetic thought as a response to a thought I had. Who is up for guarding your mind and correct self-deprecating thoughts? This is great. This is good content. When you don't think what you are about to say or do will be liked by the other person, and in so doing get to the outcome of getting a good response, raising the energy for speaking from a place of happiness and abundance. Taking neutral things as negatively intended because we believe we deserve the negativity. Yeah. Good content. Oftentimes, we do take things that are actually intended to be neutral as negative because we believe that we deserve the negativity. Why else would we then assume that this was positive if we don't believe that we would deserve positivity? We attract more of it because for it and we are focused on it, because we look for it and we are focused on it. That makes so much sense. This is great content, yes. Not seeing the opportunity because of low energy and low enthusiasm. Higher energy would give you a whole different life experience. Treating the body well is part of being in a high energy state. If we don't take care of the body and it feels like we can't, it is very probably a low vibrational state. It is simple to run a data-driven one-person coaching business. Time management, positivity, friends, actions. I am matching the colors and the looks of my videos for my target audience. Yes. Exactly, and that goes here to the mission. And then we go through the mission document also another time when the time is right. We are cleaning everything up. Day by day, time by time, lily by lily, lily by lily, let's go. The exact thought patterns that people have. What if I need this? I always, when I then, justification. Most people don't spend their time creating but coping. There are oftentimes thoughts around the desire for unmet emotional needs. Thought about getting the prerequisites for emotional fulfillment. What is the content of your mind? Descriptive thought about the situations or other people. Creative thought, past memories. Wishful thinking. If I just had this, then advertising jingles or stories that you've heard, visual situations. Dialogue with oneself, answering and responding, explanation and making excuses for oneself, why it is the way that it is. Evaluations. First, I need to do this. Man, how am I gonna get over there? Now go fast. When crossing a street, defending myself against imaginary accusations or past instances, anger fantasies, violent fantasies. This is also very, very good. Thought patterns people have. Great piece of content, descriptive versus creative thought. People who act dumb because they believe it, but they aren't dumb. Discomfort feels like you can't take it if you're already taking so much. But if you're already feeling good about yourself, taking additional discomfort is easy. It's just the imagination of how much worse it's going to make you feel and the automatic avoidance. If you want to see how much somebody is here, look at their body, look at their relationship, look at what kind of partner they have attracted. Everything in life is there to guide us back towards balance. The majority of people have too much stuff and not enough resources. Misplaced attention. Consumption and production may be byproducts. Be like water, be like smoke. Bruce Lee and Alex Hormozi. Behaviors, habits and mannerisms. No gain is worth the rush. Exactly. I would love to see the time come through where evaluating somebody else does not mean evaluating the comparison, that's seeing what value can be brought to the other person. People still want to feel mastery over their lives. Even with AI and especially then, and so this is when I'm going to be capitalizing on my online brand. It's always two-sided. You can go to one part of town and hang out with the drunk addicts. And have a whole different experience than if you go to the rich part of town and hang with a millionaire. But that takes a little bit longer, and that's the practice to not hang in the negativity content. Oftentimes, when there is fear inside of us, there are rationalizations that are coming up. For example, me, fear of completion, of going on and solving the hard problem of the software product that requires energy to solve it. And then believing the justification that there are other things that also need to be done, and I'm going with my intuition and not forcing the outcomes. Important people look the part to go to high-level gatherings. Look the part to go to high-level gatherings. Exactly. Overcoming regret. When you know that you are not doing the right thing, but you don't know what to do instead, how you look at things, the words that you give to it, the attitude of giving and taking in life, being a giver and being a taker, cleaning up my work, my speech, my words, my home, my thoughts, and my heart's purity, maximizing what you have got. Together we are enough. I am praying every day for leads, conversation flow, and sales consults. I am a giver and I am giving to my clients. Lead flow. Leads. Let's book a call. Das ist so leicht. Hey ya 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 oh me ya ya oh me ya ya oh hey ya ya oh me ya oh hey ya ya oh me ya oh hey ya 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 oh me ya 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 oh me ya ya oh hey ya 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 oh Hey ya ya hey ya ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey ya home ya ya hey ya hey ya hey. My connections and my followers are growing. Among these people, I will have the opportunity to gain clients for my coaching practice. Ya, hey, hey, yo, im. Hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, ho, ho, hey, yo, hey, ya, ho, hey. Hey ya oh me ya oh me ya oh me ya oh hey hey ya 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 oh hey hey oh hey ya hey hey ya hey ya oh me ya 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 hey ya me ya hey ya, 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 me, ya, yo, me, yo, ya, ya, me, ya, ya, Going over my content once again, yeah, once again, yeah, once again, yeah. Es ist überall gescheduled, guter neuer Content, ja, ja, hey. Hey, ja, ja, hey, ja, ja. Hey, hey, ja, hey, ja, hey, ja, hey. Hey, ya, me, ya, me, ya, me, ya, me, ya, 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 me, ya, me, ya, hey, ya, me, ya, me, ya, 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 me, ya, me, ya, ya, me, yo, hey, ya, 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 me, ya, 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 me, ya, 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 me, ya, hey, ya, 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 hey, ya, ya, me, ya, hey, ya, ya, hey, yo, hey, ya, ya, hey, yo, hey, ya, 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 me, ya, okay, let's go forward. Let's go forward. Just allowing the natural healing process to happen. Here is the wound analogy. So if you basically look at that like a wound, you see that there's some scab growing over the wound. And if we were to think that the scab is some kind of malicious fungus and we would scratch it off every time, the wound would not be able to heal. Now, you obviously believe that this would be unintelligent because you know so, because you know exactly that this is just a natural manifestation of the wound healing process and it needs to happen for the wound to heal. But on the other hand, there are other types of behaviors that are related not to physical wound healing but to psychological wound healing that you don't quite understand as scab formation, meaning the behaviors that you see that are actually serving the healing process, you don't recognize them as such, so you don't let the healing process happen. that wants to happen to you and through you, the emotions that want to come up, that want to be felt through and purged out of your system. You don't allow yourself to let this process happen in this way. I end up where life needs me to be by making the decisions every day that I feel during the course of action. 8 to 6 amazing videos on making life-altering decisions. Exactly. Managing problems versus making progress. When you have changed everything, then everything changes. You gotta live the way the person would live that you want to become. It gives you a certain amount of energy for a certain amount of time. This is the question. What are you doing with this energy in this certain amount of time? Find out what works. For me personally, what changed my life was personal development, the belief that life can change when I actually actively work towards it, ayahuasca, where I saw my future, and once I saw my future, I could not forget it anymore, and semen retention. And I hope to proudly add getting married within the next 5 years. This is a great piece of content. Exactly. Have you had life events that made you realize it was time for a course correction? I had several. Acne, being single, unable to find a girlfriend, feeling too ashamed to talk to friends, breakups, a broken chin bone. So what are yours and what did you learn? I learned from the ones stated above, remaining in emotional balance, the importance of connection, growing out of immaturity and selfishness, and a life that works, that is about giving, not getting, treating myself with love and not with harshness. What were your wake-up calls and what did you learn? Write it in the comments below. Why not in 2025 have uncomfortable conversations? Clean up your life and your attic. Start talking about your problems. Build a strong circle of friends. Start a sport that makes you feel alive. Confront people that did you wrong in the past and build the life of your dreams. Why not do the things you know you should do? Would you like me to share tips about doing these hard things, finding the support of confidence to do them, or any other piece of insight, maybe from academia or psychology? What would you like me to make content about? Talk to me if you would, and write it in the comments. If we don't get the lessons when it's subtle, the intensity will amplify until we get it. And so what are the lessons that we need to get? Wouldn't it be great if we created a society where we could consult with people who know about life and life lessons, who can help us get the lessons so that we can act differently and, with some lag time, stop the pain. Energy, confidence, self-love, and godly inspiration. The difference between feeling something fully and not speaking it into existence and not sharing it without others. How life works. There is lag time between action and the result. It takes more than one repetition to get the result. It often takes more than one iteration to get the result. There are many things that contribute to your success, and you have to have them dialed in. Good habits compound upon each other and feed one another. Your thoughts and your feelings determine the type of life you live. They determine what reality you live in. How you say the things you say and how you look while saying them, and where you are at while saying them. A lot of doctors struggle with a silent sadism inside of them that eats them up. Semen retention just gives me about 15 to 20% more energy. That means when you usually work 8 hours and then you need to rest, you can work 10. When you work 10, you can work 13. There are so many opportunities, but only rich people can see them. Create your comfort zone. For the first time in your life, feel comfortable in your own skin and your own day-to-day life. Because if you don't feel comfortable in your day-to-day life, how will you be able to get out of your comfort zone? This is a great piece of content. Positivity means keeping your frequency high. With positivity, belief, friends, and actions, this is the framework that I myself am utilizing for my teaching inside of my community and to be able to help people with all of that. When I have things in the shadow that I don't want anybody to know, I might be more prone to keeping myself in the shadows too, not allowing anybody to find out about me. Shame affects us. Focus and environments are important. A lot of people live in a noisy environment and perceive a lot of low quality and low vibe behaviors with a lot of noise. Car sounds, dogs barking, traffic noise, TV and radio noise, construction noise. No, I don't. People can show up on time or deal with the consequences of not having shown up on time. But I'm not gonna sit here waiting for people to come, so we're gonna start. But I'm not gonna sit here waiting for people to come, so we're gonna start. So we're gonna just start. No, the seminar starts at 4. If people join at 4:03, they are aware that they will have missed the first 3 minutes, so it's fine. Well, the webinar starts at 4. If people join at 4:05, then they understand themselves that they have missed the first 5 minutes. So it's good. So it's all good. Let's start. No, I don't. No, I don't. We start at 4. No. No, we start at 4. Let's go. No, I don't. It starts at 4. People are aware of it. If they join 4 or 5, then they gotta deal with having missed the first 5 minutes. The attendance adjusts to the class, not the class to the attendance. So, with that, let's start. The attendance ought to adjust to the class, not the class to the attendance. Now the whole class is adjusted to the attendance. In terms of schedule, in terms of content, it's all about the attendance. And so with that, let's start. In terms of schedule, that's the caveat. In terms of content, it's all about the attendees. It's all about the attendees. And since you're here, tell me then. What is it in your life that you right now can't figure out, that you're looking for a solution for? Nothing? Okay. Is it really nothing, or would you like to have somebody else go first and you just don't want to share it? Then why are you here? I'm asking myself. Like, why would you show up if everything in your life is great and perfect? Okay. Not fighting the shadows in my mind, yeah, hey. Focus and environment are important. A lot of people live in a noisy environment and perceive a lot of noise, equality, and low vibe behaviors with a lot of noise. Car sounds, dogs barking, traffic noise, TV and radio noise, construction noise, okay. Well, we have another 9 pages on the clock, and so 48 minutes we're gonna go stop and rest.